Indulgence of Senator Pimentel, Chair would now like to recognize Senator Padilla. You may proceed, sir.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo. Katulad po ng sinabi ni Senator Joel Villanueva, ako po ay hindi po ako abogado, katulad po ni Senator Bato. Pero sa maikling panahon ko po dito, lagi natin binubuksan ang ating rules. At yan po ang unang-unang dinala sa akin nung ako po ay nanalong senador at ako po ay pinuntahan ng sekretariat. Ang una pong binigay sa akin ay yung rules. Napaka-importante ng rules. Yan po ang unang-una talagang isinaksak sa aking ulo. At bukod po doon, tradisyon. May tradisyon dito na kailangan susundin mo, lalo ka na neophyte. Ngayon, ang tanong ko po, sa dalawang nangyaring impeachment, yan po ay kay Pangulong Estrada at kay Chief Justice Corona. Lagi pong dinadala doon sa Committee ng Rules. At yan po ay inaasahan natin sa pagkakataong ito na doon uli makarating. At hindi naman din po ako kumokontra, katulad din po ni Senator Villanueva. Kung meron po tayo mga gustong baguhin, bakit naman po ako kukontra? Dahil yan nga po ang gusto ko, yan ang aking tagline, pagbabago. Pero hindi naman po siguro dapat sa oras na ito. Bakit naman sa oras na ito tayo gagawa ng isang bagay na katulad din po ng sinabi ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, talaga po bang tayo ay gusto nating magkahiwa-hiwalay na talaga? Yung po bang bansa natin talaga gusto na nating gutay-gutayin? Kung meron po tayong gustong baguhin, hindi po dapat siguro yan sa oras na ito, sa panahon na ito, at sa pagkakataon na ito. At katulad din po ng sinabi ko, lagi ko pong sinasabi, paulit-ulit, hindi po ako abogado. Ako po ay madalas akusado. Ako po ay ex-convict. Kaya ako po ay sanay sa korte. Ako po ay laging humaharap sa korte. Lahat po ng mga proceeding ng korte na abutan ko na hanggang po sa pakakakulong. Kailangan po siguro maipaintindi po natin sa lahat na due process. Kailangan dumaan po tayo sa due process. Hindi po tayo pwedeng palundag-lundag. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
Thank you, Senator Padilla. I would like to afford the opportunity to the other members who would want to add to the discussion and the knowledge being imparted regarding the subject matter at hand.
Mr. President, Senator De La Rosa is seeking the
Senator De La Rosa was earlier raising his hand but gave way to Senators Villanueva and Cayetano. What is the pleasure of the Honorable De La Rosa, sir?
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, according to Senator Cayetano, ito'y labanan ng mga abogado. Hindi po ako abogado, Mr. President, but I just would like to manifest my observation na to be fair to the Senate President, pag sinabi natin na you have an intention to delay the impeachment proceedings, I would like to state for the record, Mr. President, na 1 month ago pa, pinagawan muna kami ng robe, Mr. President. Kasi excited na tayo na sumuot ng robe para sa to form the impeachment court. To be fair with you, Mr. President, you've been preparing for that. And yung schedule natin na naka-schedule sa Wednesday, which is 11, if we give the ruling today, whether ano ba talagang gusto natin, today or Wednesday, I support you, Mr. President, kung anong gusto natin schedule. Sana pag-usapan natin ngayon. Hindi ako abogado, pero ako ay isang Pilipino na gusto sana na hindi na tayo magkakagulo sa Pilipinas. Hindi tayo magkawatak-watak. At yung mga nagyayabang dyan, na sabi nila, gusto daw ng taong bayan, na ito ay talagang magkakaroon na kagad ng impeachment, taong bayan, ginagamit. I don't know kung sino taong bayan yung sasabi nila. Because, alam ko, Mr. President, halos lahat ng tao ng Mindanao at ng Visayas, as I have observed during the campaign period, ang sabi sa atin is, Sir, ibubuto kita kung hindi ka magboto sa impeachment o hindi ka magboto sa conviction. Yung sinasabi ng bayan, Kaya please, do not use the term taong bayan palagi because taong bayan is hindi lang kayo. There are always two sides of the coin. Bakit ba? Wala bang value yung mga taong bayan na nagsasabi na ayaw namin ng impeachment? Gusto nila ang ibabalyo ng Senado ay yung mga tao lang na nagsasabi na forthwith kuno yung impeachment na yan. Ano, kalimutan na natin yung ibang tao na majority na nagsasabi na ayaw namin ng impeachment dahil panggugulo lang yan sa ating bansa. Lalo tayo nagiging divided. Lalo nasisira ang ating ekonomiya. Mga investors umaalis na dahil ang gulo ng Pilipinas. So yun lang po, Mr. President. I am 101% supporting you. What's your stand, Mr. President? Thank you, Mr. President.
Noted and entered into the records.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Minority Leader, Majority Leader. With the indulgence of our dear colleagues, this might be a prejudicial question before we actually dispense with the motion of the Minority Leader. But first things first, Mr. President, let me state for the record this representation's position from day one, Mr. President. The word forthwith, the crossing from 19th to 20th Congress, everything that the Minority Leader mentioned, Mr. President, ay sinishare ng representation na ito. Kailangan mag-convene ang impeachment court, kailangan magsimula, ngunit naniniwala din po ako, Mr. President, and since day one, when the Senate President made mention about the June 2 schedule, this representation did not oppose nor pose an objection in this August chamber, Mr. President. Because I believe what the Senate President is doing. When he extended it to June 11, I don't see any reason, or I would say undue delay, unnecessary delay, etc. because I think all of us here during that time would agree that the trial would commence on the 20th Congress. And having said that, Mr. President, let me just put into the records, Mr. President, our own rules, Mr. President, in the rules of impeachment, Rule 1. The Senate President must actually issue a notice, Mr. President, to the House of Representatives. And that's the reason why he wrote a letter in June 2 and then June 11, Mr. President. If I heard it right, Mr. President, and that's why I wanted to be clarified on this particular issue. If I heard it right, the Minority Leader's motion is for us to stop legislative work and start taking the oath of the Senate President as the presiding officer of the impeachment court and the senator judges. It would also mean, Mr. President, that we assume that the impeachment proceeding, the articles of impeachment had already been referred, Mr. President, because we have not. And so let me just put that on record, Mr. President. And again, I thank the Minority Leader and again share his views about the immediate convening of our impeachment court. And I don't see any reason, Mr. President, why we should convene now than on Wednesday, Mr. President, which is 2 days from now. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Minority Leader.
So, Mr. President, so that we can
The Minority Leader will respond to the
so we can dispose of the pending
clarification
matter.
asked for
Yes.
by Senator Tolentino. Yes.
Yes.
You may proceed, sir.
So that the body can properly act on the pending matter which I have raised in my question of privilege based on our rules. I therefore move that we already convene as the impeachment court at this very moment, Mr. President. That's the motion, Mr. President. And we expect the ruling.
If I may, Mr. President. If I may, I have already mentioned earlier, Mr. President, and because this representation wouldn't want to raise a point of order. And again, for the record, I share the sentiments of the Minority Leader. We have the same position as to the convening of the impeachment court. We have the same position as to whether or not it will pass through the 19th to 20th Congress. It's the same, Mr. President. But again, I don't want to raise a point of order, Mr. President, but in our rules, Mr. President, you yourself, in Rule 1 of the Rules of Procedure on impeachment trials, let me quote, Mr. President, when the Senate receives articles of impeachment pursuant to Article 11, Section 2 and 3 of the Constitution, the President of the Senate shall inform the House of Representatives that the Senate shall take proper order on the subject of impeachment and shall be ready to receive the prosecutors on such time and date as the Senate may specify. So, Mr. President, I wanted to find out if the motion of the minority leader will push through, what would happen, Mr. President, if you have not issued any notice, Mr. President? What would happen to your letters na from June 2, ginawa nating June 11? Does it also mean, Mr. President, na baliwala na po ito? So, that is just a procedural question, Mr. President. And again, let me put again on the record that I have the same position as the minority leader, that if we can convene as much as possible, Mr. President, the impeachment court, I would go for it, Mr. President. Thank you.
Mr. President, there is
Before
no,
Senator De La Rosa, the Honorable
yes, there is
Pimentel.
no basis to raise a point of order because no provision or section of our rules has been violated. And that factual question from our colleague that the Senate President shall take proper order on the subject of impeachment has been done. There is a letter from the Senate President to the House dated May 19, 2025.
Which will be on June 11, Your
No,
Honor.
no, no. Hindi na po ito. Ang ibig sabihin lang po nito, itong ating Rule 1 ng ating Rules on Procedure on Impeachment Trials. Sabihin lang ng Senate President sa House that the Senate has taken proper order of the subject of impeachment and we are ready to receive the prosecutors on such date and time that we will tell you. So yun na po yun. So I think this has been satisfied by the does the Secretariat confirm na May 19, 2025 communication from the Senate President to the House of Representatives? Tama po ba?
But at the same time, na-refer na ba yung,
The Secretariat confirms a letter dated May 19, setting the convening of the impeachment court supposedly on June 3, which was later on amended at a later date, setting it on June 11. Before recognizing the Honorable De La Rosa, Chair would like to make of record that as stated in the February 24, 2025 letter of the Chair to all the members of the Senate, where we quoted all the relevant Supreme Court decisions and rules and the basis for the action of the Senate President and Chair, namely, citing precedents as well as the practice both in the past by the Senate of the Philippines and by the U.S. Senate na nagsasabi, kailangan mabasa in open session ang articles of impeachment. This is clear from the practice in the United States where we lifted, as the gentleman previously stated, more than a majority of our rules, and this was also done in the impeachment complaint. The only impeachment complaint that actually went through to the end during the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Corona. The impeachment articles were read in plenary before it was referred to the impeachment court. However, it was done by the majority leader at that time. That was the first time it was done, not written in our rules too, but when the Secretariat checked precedents and practice in the United States, it was actually the House prosecutors that did it, or who usually does it in the United States. Hence, the notice given for the June 2nd, June 3rd reading by the House prosecutors of the articles of impeachment. Thereafter, that will now be referred to the impeachment court, which will give rise to the creation of the impeachment court, the oath of this representation, as well as the members of the Senate, and the convening of the court to approve its rules and to set the calendar of the court, both either in this Congress or in the next Congress. For the record, as stated by Senator Villanueva, and as I stated, both off the record, meaning in media interviews, that the chair is of the belief that this will cross over to the 20th Congress, very much like the citations given by the Honorable Pimentel, not only because presidents in the USO state, we have our own precedents too with respect to the Senate Electoral Tribunal, where the questions pertain to a term spanning 6 years, which therefore crosses over to the next Congress, despite the fact that the members of the Supreme Court constituting the SET and members of the Senate constituting the SET have been changed in the course of the change of the new Congress. And finally, as a point, Chair also made known his position that as a general rule, as a general principle, the law frowns upon starting something and not finishing it. Tulad na lamang ng mga kaso nakabinbin sa korte, hindi porkit nagpalit ng judge o nagpalit ng mga maestrado ng korte, automatic dismissed yung kaso. Magpapatuloy yung kaso hanggang yon ay matapos. Before recognizing Senator Pimentel, may I ask, what is the pleasure of the Honorable De La Rosa, who was earlier raising his hand in the middle of the discussions?
Mr. President, if I may, just very quick,
With the permission
Mr. President,
of the
with the
Honorable
permission
De La
of my two colleagues,
The
Mr.
Honorable
President,
Pimentel, the Honorable
very
Cayetano,
short,
Senator
Mr. President.
Villanueva is
Very short.
recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Very short lang, Mr. President. Again, I am in the same position of the minority leader, but I just wanted to make sure that we are doing the right thing, the right process, and that we are, because we are men of rules, Mr. President, we wanted to make sure that we are in the right position to do this. The reading and the referral of the articles of impeachment in session, Mr. President, was done during the impeachment of former President Estrada, November 14, 2000. During the impeachment of Ombudsman Gutierrez, it was also referred, Mr. President, in session, during the last day of session, March 23, 2011. In the impeachment of Chief Justice Corona, it was also referred, Mr. President. It's just that, that's why, Mr. President, I just have this belief that we should refer first, Mr. President, before we can make that motion. And I will join the gentleman from the minority, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
No. Senator Ontiveros, our Deputy Minority Floor Leader, is recognized.
Salamat po, Mr. President. I a comment on the second point of the good gentleman from Taguigan Pateros, because there's nothing funny or illogical in and between the motion of the minority leader and the seconding of this representation. The motion of the minority leader is to convene at this very moment. That is what is to be subjected to a vote. Now, instead of on Wednesday. To convene at all is not to be voted upon. Sa usaping yan, sundin lang natin ang konstitusyon. Salamat, Mr. President.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
With the indulgence of Senator Pimentel, Chair recognizes Senator Cayetano, thereafter Senator Pimentel, thereafter Senator Padilla. Senator Cayetano, you may proceed.
Mr. President, I don't want to further the division or the debate. And I wasn't making fun of it. Ang sinasabi ko po, the reality is may tama't mali, may moral, immoral, may legal at illegal. Hopefully, dun tayo parati sa tama. Hopefully, ang legal, yun din ang moral. Ang problema in a collegial body, Senate, House, Commission on Appointments, we move as one based sa pagboboto. So it's just showing the irony that if the minority leader was moving that we've convened now, and the deputy minority leader was saying, you don't need a vote. But if you can vote whether it's now or Wednesday, then I can also argue, then I can also move na sa kana. If you can vote when, whether today or Wednesday, then you can also vote na next Monday or next Thursday. So that is the paradox we are in today. So whatever decision we make, sana may wisdom. Sana matupad ang konstitusyon, dapat matupad ang konstitusyon, dapat ang kalooban ng ating mga kababayan. But the reality is po, we will be acting as a body and the vote will matter. So yun lang po, and I don't have a debate. I respect what the majority and deputy minority leader has stated. You know, as I said, some of what they say I agree with, but we have to find it in our hearts that even if we disagree, we support the chamber.
Senator, before recognizing Senator Villanueva, just for the information of Senator Pimentel, it's not only eGov and Konektadong Pinoy that's ready for ratification. Ready for ratification would also include the virology bill, the expanded Philippine Science High School system, and the 99-year lease bill. Just for the record.
I think, Mr. President, since I still have the floor, I think last session, day natin, we suspended, we adjourned at close to midnight. So it doesn't
The
matter.
first session day, we
Yes, also,
nearly midnight.
1 hour to 2 hours devoted for the impeachment court, I don't think will harm us, Mr. President.
With the permission of Senator Villanueva, Senator Padilla had earlier, on this point.
Because in relation to what the minority leader
with the
stated.
indulgence of Senator
Just
Padilla.
very quick, Mr. President, in relation to the statements made by our minority floor leader.
Senator Villanueva,
Thank
may
you, Mr.
proceed.
President, let me put on record also, Mr. President, that I welcome innovation. I welcome what do you call that, Mr. President, when we will no longer refer it to the Committee on Rules and ask perhaps one of the prosecutors to read the articles of impeachment and all the cases thereon. I don't have problems with that, Mr. President. And again, as mentioned earlier, I agree, Mr. President, that we need to convene as soon as possible the impeachment court. But my only question, Mr. President, is if we are not violating our rules because, Mr. President, hindi na ho ba importante na maglabas po kayo ng notice? Hindi ho ba yun ang dahilan kung bakit kayo sumulat na i-schedule nung June 2, tapos ngayon June 11, tapos ngayon magbabago po tayo? Hindi na ho ba kailangan yun? And if it is not, Mr. President, then I will vote for it, Mr. President. I will go with then that's the reason why I'm clarifying all these issues, Mr. President. Kung hindi na kailangan magbigay ng notice, because at the end of the day, we wanted to protect and give importance to due process, Mr. President. That's all I'm saying, Mr. President. We don't want any legal infirmities, Mr. President, along the way. And I know that once we convene as an impeachment court, marami pa ho tayong mapag-uusapan ng mga issues. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo. Thank you, Senator Robin Padilla, for yielding the floor to this representation. Thank you.
Senator, what is the pleasure of the Honorable Ejercito?
Yes, Mr. President, just like to second the motion of
You may proceed, sir.
the parliamentary inquiry, Mr. President. Doon po sa punto na niraise po ni Senator Villanueva regarding at present the rules of impeachment trials, the Senate has the duty to inform the House of Representatives that we are ready to receive the prosecutors. My inquiry is that in case we act on the motion of the minority that we proceed immediately. Are we obliged, as a body, as a Senate, obliged to issue new sets of notices? Yun lang po ang inquiry ko, Mr. President, because from what I gathered, that it's our duty to inform the House that we are ready to receive the prosecutors, and likewise, probably the Vice President as the accused in this case, Mr. President.
To add to the discussions, because the Senate right now is under extreme pressure. All eyes are on us, Your Honors. And each Congress, each Senate has stood up to many of these challenges. On my time, it was the fake People's Initiative that we defeated. Now it's about the impeachment of our Vice President. So we must act in accordance to our rules and traditions and precedent. Many sides have been spoken and explained. The good minority floor leader wishes to have it the soonest possible time, although our precedence, Mr. President, is that we file into the Committee on Rules. The Rules releases the report, and then we take action as jury, as judges on this impeachment court. Ang akin lang po, sana kung ganun po ang proseso na pipiliin natin, no, didesisyonan natin, gawin natin kaagad. Ako po ay taga Mindanao. Pareho po kami ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Kaya ako hindi naniniwala sa mga survey. Kasi the surveys were read wrong in May, what was that? May 12? May 12, 2025. All surveys were thrown out the window. And the real story was 7 of the 12 senators were not members of the alliance. So, of the national government. So, ibig sabihin, may mensahe po silang ipinapadala sa taong, sa lahat, sa buong Pilipinas, na kaming sa tagasulok ng Mindanao at Visayas, ay meron din boses pagdating sa halalan. Pero bilang senador, Mr. President, we must do our constitutional mandate with due respect to all those concerned. Mandato natin sa Constitution yan. At nang hindi natin gagawin yan, ay bugbog tayo sa mata ng publiko. So that's why I agree with the minority floor leader. Whatever the outcome of the trial, you end up voting. For one, I think it is a weak case, but I will reserve my judgment until all the evidence is presented to us, and then we will make the proper vote when the time comes. Pero ang punto dyan ay dadaan tayo, kailangan natin dumaan sa constitutional process that was given by our forefathers when they wrote the 1987 Constitution. Yun lamang po, huwag na po natin patagalin pa. At sa tingin ko, isa pang tanong, ay pwede ba ito tumawid sa 20th Congress? Personally, I've said this to the media, I said, personally, I think hindi siya pwedeng itawid sa 20th Congress. Na kung pwede, pagdebatihan na natin yan ngayon. Kung gusto nyo, hanggang petsa 30 ng Hunyo, araw-gabi, nandito tayo. Pero kasi, meron pa mga constitutional questions with the Supreme Court. So, my point being is, let us follow our constitutional mandate of the Constitution. So I agree with the minority leader, but at the same time, I also agree with our colleagues, Mr. President, that proper procedure should be followed. Para pabilisan na lang natin yan. Para malitisan natin ang maayos, mapakinggan natin ang mga ebidensya, kontra at pabor sa ating mahal na Vice Presidente, and then we make the decision at the proper time. But I don't think we can skirt from our constitutional duty. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an agriculturist. But I truly believe when I took my oath to defend and protect the Constitution, we must do so without fear or favor. Yun lamang. At the end of the day, this is a political exercise. Boboto tayo. Di boboto tayo. Tama? Minority Leader? Yun lamang po, Mr. President. I just had to weigh in because the Senate, I love the Senate, Mr. President. I love this institution. And I don't want to see all the brickbats that are being thrown to us saying that we are not doing our duty. We must stand up and rise to this occasion and do our duty. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Subiro. Before we